Welcome to MTS Vlogs. Today I'm here at New Auto Galaxy for the review of the 1 out of 1 in Bangladesh, the Mercedes-Benz SLC 300 Final Edition. So this was the last SLC that Mercedes-Benz made. So it's a very exciting car. So let's start the full in-depth review. So guys, now let's start the full in-depth review. So if you unlock the car, the daytime running lights turn on, so it goes to a little bluish to straight up white. And this is the key of the car right there, a typical Mercedes-Benz key. So now let's get inside, let's turn on these lights and let's see what are these lights about. Closing the door for the outside noise. Foot on the brake, pressing the start button. There you go, the car is started. Full light on, hazards on. This is for the high beam, this is for the high beam, off, high beam, high beam. So I'm gonna put it on the normal mode because it's really loud. There. So now let's show you these headlights. So these are Mercedes-Benz headlights. You can see these are the hazards that if you turn those off, these turn into the daytime running lights. You have two projector setups over here, and a really cool part of these headlights are if you turn your steering wheel to one side that you're turning, the headlight also turns so it doesn't disturb the other side driver. If you guys come a little closer, because this is the final edition, you have carbon fiber treatment inside the headlights that are really cool to look inside. You can see there, carbon fiber right there. So there, these are for the headlights. It has a very nice design in my opinion. Now let's see the full front of the car. So guys, now let's show you the front of the car. But before I tell you anything, the wide of this car is 79 inch, including the exterior mirrors. So now let's show you the grille. These are the diamond grille that comes with the Mercedes-Benz cars. This has the AMG Night package. That's why you have black accent with the chrome. And this car has the exterior lighting package and the logo light package. That's why you have a light over here in the Mercedes-Benz logo. But the star over here and another one over here, typical Mercedes front end. You have the number plate slot over here for New Auto Galaxy's number plate. If you need this car, contact with them. The price of the car is at the ending, so watch the full video. So if you come down here, you have this very nice splitter of the car, chrome treatment, open air intakes for cooling the radiators. There are 6 sensors at the front with black accents over here and very nice designs over here. So you can see the front has a very aggressive look. You have the tow hook over here, and if you get up, you have the hood. So this reminds me of the Mercedes-Benz SLS. The SLS had these very cool looking hood scoops. This is not hood scoop, this is a hood vent that you can call. So it has aggressive holes inside so the air can go through them, and that's it. It's a very nice front. Now let's see the beautiful side profile. So guys, now we're on the side profile of the car. So let's show you the wheel first. These are the 18-inch wheels that come with the Mercedes-Benz SLC, and because this car has a night package, that's why you can see these wheels are black. So let's see the size. These are 225/40 R18s. The front brakes are ventilated brakes with 6-piston calipers. A good setup, and these are staggered, so the rear wheels are more thicker because this is a rear wheel drive front engine car. If we get up from here, you have this vent over here, and to know everyone, this is the SLC Final Edition. This is only one in Bangladesh. This is the one that's located here at New Auto Galaxy. And the length of this car is to the front to the rear end is 162.8 inch. It is a long car. Now let's see the side skirts. So guys, then you have the side skirts right here. So in the side skirts, the ground clearance of this car is 4.4 inch. It is a decent size, but not for Bangladesh roads. And the wheelbase of the car, to the front wheels to the rear wheels, how much gap you have, that is 95 inch. It's pretty normal. So these mirrors, these have auto dimmed, and it has a light over here for the hazards. And when you unlock the vehicle, wait, let me get the key out there. So I'm going to lock it and then unlock it. Then a Mercedes-Benz star comes over here that you can see because it's really bright now, but it's over here there. So then if we go here, you can see this car has frameless mirrors. That's also a cool feature because this is a hardtop convertible. Then for the fuel tank, push this, it comes out. The fuel tank capacity is 60 liters for this car. There, and the rear wheels, because this is a rear wheel drive car, that's why I have to say it. 245 35 R18s. So these have a staggered setup, that's why the rear wheels are more thicker than the fronts. Then you have a little splash over here, so the dirt doesn't come out of here, and that's for the rear. I mean the side. Now let's see the rear of the car. So everyone, now let's show you the rear taillights of the car. So these are full LED taillights from Mercedes. If you unlock the car, it does turn on, but the reverse light doesn't come. So that's why I have to get inside. There, closing the door, put on the brake, pressing the start button. I mean switching on this car. Then full light on, fog, reverse. You can see the reversing camera does come out. You have adaptive guidelines. Putting it back to park, and here I come. So these are the rear tail lights. You can see this is for the hazards. This is the full back of the car, and you have the same on this side, but you have the rear fog too. So the rear fog lights are here. Then if you guys come a little down, you have reflectors over here, 4 sensors at the back, the towing hook. You have this very cool looking down diffuser type. Both of the exhaust pipe are real because this is the 300, so it has a 2-liter turbo. There you go, that's for the down. Now let's check out the boot space. So now we got up. You can see this car has a spoiler right here with a high stop brake lamp. You have the shark fin over here because that thing get inside. So the boot space. If we get this up, you know the reversing camera does come out. You could open the boot from the key, and there's 2 number plate lights over here. So if we get this up, it has hydraulic struts obviously. Press here, this goes back. You can put a medium size luggage here, and then you close this. If it fits inside, you can keep it. If it doesn't, you have to get it out because the hardtop sits here when you get it down. So the boot space of this car is 335 liters, but when it's the roof up, but when it's the roof down, you can only fit 1 luggage. You have the emergency triangle over here for emergency purposes, and then you have a light over here because when you open the hood, people need to know that your hood's open, your boot actually. So if we close this, the height of this car is 51.3 inch. So it is not that tall because I'm taller than the car. So now let's show you the hardtop opening, and let's go on the interior. So guys, now let's show you the hardtop opening. So that's why I have to show you the key. Here we have the key, so unlock, 1, 2, 3. There you can see the hardtop convertible is getting into a roadster. And there you go. And there you go, it's done. So now let's go on this beautiful final edition interior. So now let's get inside this car. Frameless doors, that's a cool thing. Getting inside. This interior is fully different from the normal SLC because this is the final edition. So let's see the things that are different from the normal one. First of all, look at the seats. These are full bucket seats of this car, and these are half carbon fiber, half Alcantara, half leather. So if you start from here, you have these carbon fiber headrest with SLC final edition written over here. You have an air scarf over here, so if you, in a cold day, if you press this button, heat are going to come out of this for your neck. So carbon fiber until here, then we have the leather, then we have the Alcantara over here. These seats are also heated. So yeah, it's very good, and these are full bucket seats. The controls are here and here because these seats are power seats. And then we have the dash of the car. So guys, now let's show you the dash. So let's start up the car first. The car has been started. It's really loud actually. It has a Valvetronic exhaust. So full dash, you have soft touch material over here. The AC vents actually look cool. You have a glove box over here with decent sized room that you can put your owner's manual of the car. Over here you have the controls for this. So this is the volume button and off and on. So if you turn it off, just the screen. This is Mercedes-Benz's old infotainment systems. There, and then these are the controls for this. If you get up, you have the heated seats and the aircraft button over here. And then over here you have the drive modes. So you have Sport, you have Sport Plus, the exhaust changes, then you have individual, then you have Eco, and then the normal Comfort. You have the traction control button right here, then you have the hazards, the auto start stop, the parking sensors off, and the same seat controls for this side. This is your climate control. So you have the wind speed over here, you have the temperature over here, you have the where you want the air to be over here, and the front and rear windshield heater. Then you have a little bit of storage over here. No, you have a cigarette holder and you have a 12-volt for charging. There. Close this. You have the satin carbon fiber finish over here. You have the gear knob, carbon fiber, SLC written. Put her back to drive. Put her once, neutral. Put her full, reverse. You have the reversing camera right there. And press here, it goes to park. And then for manual mode, press there because you have paddle shifters. This is the controller for the infotainment system. So I'm going to show you some. You have consumption, you have the owner's manual, you have the time, you have the driving select. So if you go on driving select, it does take some time. So then you have the individual, engine data, vehicle data. So if you go on engine data, you have this very cool thing. So you can see the speed and the RPM. So there, it's actually really cool. Then that's it. You have two cup holders over here that you can cover. Flip this, you have the controls for the hardtop convertible. Close this, you have black leather with white stitching. Get this up, you have two USB and a lot of storage actually. I'm going to turn that. That was just the lock. And then you have some storage over here to put your bottles, I guess. This car has a 10-speaker sound system from Mercedes. So you have one over here with the sensor warning, and then you have another one over here with another sensor warning. Over this side, you have over at the door, and then you have behind the seats. So it's banging tunes. And there you go, that's for the interior. It's really beautiful in my opinion. And now let's show you the driver's side and the door. So then we have the door of the car. So you have full leather over here, very cool stitching. Leather over here, you could put a little size bottle over here. White stitching, you have your window controls over here, the outside rear view controls over here. And if you guys come a little closer, just look at this carbon fiber treatment. It's amazing. Then you have the memory seats over here with the seat control. Like when you put it on the headlights, these actually turn on. They're a light, lock, unlock, lock, door handle right over here. It's actually cool unlocking the car. So if you want, you can get all the windows up from the center. So this and this windows do come up. First this is going to come and then this window. So I'm going to get it down there and close this. So this was for the door. You have the Twitter over here and it's frameless. Like the frameless vibe is the best vibe on a car. Then we have over here, you have the AC vent right straight up. You have the headlight controls over here. You have the parking brake over here. Then you have the rear fog. You have the startup over here. So this is the key. You have to just push this in, foot on the brake. There, start up the car. And then the steering wheel. This is half carbon fiber. So this is carbon fiber, then you have leather, and then carbon fiber. And it is powerfully adjustable and it's telescope. There. So this is a telescope steering wheel. It goes up and down and it comes to you and goes back. There. Now let's see the controls on the steering wheel. So guys, now let's show you the full classic analog RPMs. So there, and then if you just put on ignition, it does a full swipe, and then there you go, it starts up. So over here you have the speedo of the car that all the way goes to 160 miles per hour. You have the fuel gauge, headlight controls over here, and it has like a race stripe thing inside with red marks. And over here you have the RPM that red lines at 6,500 RPM. You have the engine temperature over here, seatbelt warning over here, and in the center you have a digital screen that you can control from here. So if we go down, you have the kilometer of the car. If you go once more down, you have the range. It has 32 kilometers of a range. Then you have eco display. Then you have from start and from restart, and then the speed gauge. Down here you have the 0 to kilometer over here, so how long does it take. You have the auto start stop. Then you have the time in 24 hours. Over here you have the gears, so there, D1 if you use the paddle shifters there, and then it says manual first, second, but if you put it back to park, it goes back to park. There you go. And then over here is the drive mode. So if you go on sport or sport plus, the Valvetronic exhaust changes, it gets a little more louder. And then if you go on individual or eco, it goes down. So there you go, that was for the RPM. It is really good and it is really sporty. Then the steering wheel controls. You have aluminum paddle shifters. Over here you have receive call, cut call, voice command, sound up and down, mute, and the controls for the center dial. Carbon fiber, that's good. And the steering wheel has some weight to it because this is a sports car. Yeah, that's it. So then you have the rear view mirror over here, that's auto dimmed. You have your emergency controls over here. Press this, you have some storage over here for your sunglass holder. You have two lights over here, so wait, first you have to press this, press here, two reading lights for the car, and then you can also turn it from here. So there you go, that's for it. You have two vanity mirrors, but these are really small. It has a window, but you can't see yourself fully, and the same on this side. So there you go, we're done with the interior of the car. So now let's close the rooftop and we are on the ending. There, the back gets up. And then the windows go up. Guys, come and see this. Then this is a hardtop convertible, but it still has a sunroof over here. This doesn't open, but you have a cool view because if it's raining, you can't open your hardtop. You can see the sky still there, and the seat belts are silver. That matches this. So that's it for the full interior. Turning it off. Just look at that treatment. And now let's get out of the car because we are on the ending. So wait, we are not at the ending. Now let's show you the heart of the car, the engine. So guys, now let's show you the engine of the car. So for that we have to open the engine bay. That's over here. There you go. So this is the SLC 300. So this has the more powerful engine than the 180. There you see the engine. So this is a 2-liter inline 4 turbocharged engine right over here. The output from this engine is 241 horsepower and 273 pound-feet of torque. It takes 0 to 60 time is around 5.7 seconds. Rear wheel drive has a 9-speed multi-clutch transmission with launch control. So if you want the most powerful SLC, you have the SLC 43 that has the same engine but it's tuned from AMG. Then if you go one step down, you have the 300 that has the same engine as the AMG, but it's detuned. Then if you go once more down, you have the 180. In Bangladesh, you have two 180s, a white one and a black one. So those have a 1.5 liter normal turbo engines, but this is the 300. This has a proper 2 liter turbo 4-cylinder engine. There you go, that's for the engine bay. This is the Mercedes-Benz SLC. This is the final edition, though they are discontinuing the SLC. But the Mercedes-Benz first sports car was the SL300. The picture is going to be here for that car. So that started the Mercedes-Benz sports cars. But don't worry, they're still making the SL500, so you can get that in replace of this. Insulation right here, petrol engine. Look at the engine, it's so big, and you have the cooling system and everything. Now if we get this down a little bit there, up to here, boom, close it. And these are actually real, so the heat and everything comes out of here for cooling the engine bay. So this was the full review for the SLC in Bangladesh, the 1 out of 100 Bangladesh, because those are the 180s, and this is located here at New Auto Galaxy if you need this car. So if you're not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, it's free. And now enjoy the beautiful close view. So guys, now you guys just came from the close view and we are on the ending. I forgot the key. There you go. There, we're done with the review. So if you want this car, contact with New Auto Galaxy. Their Facebook page is going to be at the description. The price of this car is 90 lakhs only. So if you need this car, contact with them. And you guys are screaming in the comments for the price, so I am telling you the price of this car. So don't be in the comments anymore that the price is in the video. There, locking the car. We're done with the review. Subscribe. See you at the next review. Peace.